going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought. We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We have stocks pulling back. But last week, guys, we had Jerome Powell give the markets what they wanted. But we know once Jerome leaves, it's back to reality. And I told you guys this week is going to be a roller coaster ride. It's like clockwork. We know we have futures contracts ending. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates now rising up slightly. We have the dollar up slightly, but still weak. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then we have stable coins at an all-time high, over 168 billion. And remember, guys, stable coins are going to be the foundation of this new digital economy. They're nothing but digital dollars. But these stable coins are going to be programmable, telling you what, when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have the Fed. Repo at $312 billion on Friday. And we had Jerome in the house last Friday. And now we know we're going to be going through a rate cutting cycle. With this first rate cut, we're going to see what the Fed strategy is. We know it's going to match up with Japan. These large central banks are moving in lockstep. The legacy market has already been destroyed. Now, the only thing they're going to do is start lowering rates while this legacy economy crumble, and then allow the fourth industrial revolution to rise with the machines and cryptocurrency. And this week we have NVIDIA reporting Wednesday on the 28th. And I'm going to get into that later. Now, we have India. CBDC has over 5 million users. And the central bank governor says that it can gradually phase people in. And guys, we know they're going to gradually phase people in because we know India, China, the emerging markets are leading this fourth industrial revolution. So just imagine them passing out free money to you, talking about the 2 largest populations. And you're talking about some of the smartest people on the planet. A lot of them are going to be coming out of the poverty into middle class. So therefore, we're going to be on a level playing field. And of course, the United States dollar is going to lose that world reserve currency. Still have power, as we can see. They're tokenizing these treasuries. But all the surplus, all the money spending, that is going to come to an end. And that's the reason why we know a government shutdown is right around the corner. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs right now are down. And then also we have crypto investment products see largest inflows in 5 weeks. And when you're talking about these digital assets, you also have to talk about gold, because we know the central banks are buying up all the gold. And that means the price is going to keep moving up. Remember, commodities are God's money. All this technology can't be used without the Most High's minerals. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Solana daily transaction fees drop to multi-month lows as meme coin hype cools. And lastly, we have AI token surge ahead of NVIDIA's earnings report. And I definitely see NVIDIA beating the numbers. Not big, but I definitely see them beating the numbers. But then also, guys, we know the drums are beating, and the two sides have already been created. We see the tariffs now, Canada and U.S. on China. We know eventually China is going to take over Taiwan. Taiwan is making all these chips. These chip stocks are going to take a beating as soon as these drums get louder. But we know that's all part of the plan. Remember, the drums are just a reason to bring in this fourth industrial revolution. You can go back time over time in history. When you hear the drums beating, there always is an agenda following right behind it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.